This is a special Sunday bonus edition. It is June 8th, and I spent a good portion of the afternoon, maybe a couple hours, sort of while watching golf, doing some more of the technical stuff you need to do in pre production. And it occurred to me that it might be interesting to see this. It might not be. So basically, as we know, we spend 6 months, a year, 2 years, 2.5 years, 3 years, whatever it is, to write the best script we can. In this case, from the beginning, I knew that I was going to shoot it myself, so I wrote it a little bit differently, and that's another topic for another time. But regardless of whether you've written a spec script or a script that you believe you're going to shoot yourself, not shoot yourself. I hope you don't shoot yourself. You may feel like it at some point, but let's say you're going to make it yourself. At the end, you come up with a script. And the whole point of that script is to do what? Is to turn it into a movie. So here we have the script. This is just the first page of the script. At some point, I think I talked about going through and doing like a very in-depth on some of the pages. And this was also the first day that I've put numbers on the scenes, which is kind of a big milestone. And this script is not locked. I'm sure many things will happen to it. Hopefully not many major things. The point is, you do all this work and you know how they say it's a blueprint for your final product. Well, so what I did next is, thanks to movie magic, and I know other screenwriting things have this, I sorted this particular one by scene number. So you've got scene, and then it just gives you what it is. It tells you who's in it, and it tells you the props and so on and so forth. And then it tells you, it goes from page 1 to 1, page 1 to 4, 4 to 5, blah, blah, blah. And it tells you approximately in eighths how long it is. 5/8 of a page, 3, da, 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 all the way down. So this is like one of the breakdowns in script order, as it says there. So what do you do with that? Well, this is very useful, but what's even more useful, and what took me a little while to do, and I used to be kind of a spreadsheet aficionado, and I don't use them a lot anymore. But what I did was I took the whole script, and this is very simple. I mean, there's nothing complex about it. Scene number, location, and then important stuff. Is it day or is it night? Is it interior? Is it exterior? What characters are in the script? How many pages does it take up? And I, of course, switched it to decimal so I could add it up in various places. And then there's other columns that I haven't really filled in yet. The point of this is that this is what we work so hard to do, to come up with all of this stuff. This ON means on Zoom and off camera, and there's an OP for on phone, which I just sort of wrote in. So anyway, so currently this is in script order, and you see that we've got 106 scenes. The script is about 100 pages long, 101. So part of the reason there's so many scenes is there is a montage, which you can kind of see right here. And these aren't, so this would be an eighth of a page, which would be what, about 8 seconds, roughly 7 to 8 seconds. So that's part of the reason there's so many scenes. So you can, from here, of course, it's a simple thing to sort it by anything you wanted. For instance, it might be important to sort it by, let's just say, sort range, data, yes. So scene number, let's sort it by how many night scenes we have. So anything with an X in it is going to be at the top. So and obviously you can sort by secondary scenes, how many night interiors do we have? How many night scenes with Bubsy do we have? How many night scenes? Or, you could say, what's the longest night scene? So as you see, there are about, 31 scenes that take place at night, which means it mostly takes place in the day. Of course, you could sort it by whatever else you want. Add another sort column. Let's just do this for fun. How many scenes are during the day and how many are interiors? This is like so simple. you could add another sort column. How many day interior scenes include Susie? Let's just see. All right, so we have all the day scenes, we have all the interior scenes, and then we have all the scenes with Susie. So that's a total of what, 31? About the same number. 31 scenes all have those X's in them. And this, as you can readily see, if you haven't figured out already, is basically how you plan your shoot. This is how I'll plan my shoot. And what I'll plan it by, of course, is locations. So I would sort by locations. So the sort range is going to be location, and then probably like daytime, probably. Let's see what happens here. So we've got an auditorium. We've got 2 scenes in the basement. One is at day, one is at night. We've got these scenes in the boys' bedroom. I wonder why this is longer than the other ones. Oh, it's just the font. That's interesting. So, and then what you could do, of course, is you could add a sum right here, a subtotal of how many pages of script take place in the boys' bedroom. And in this case, it's all day, it's all interior, so I can shoot these back to back to back. But then we've got some night scenes, so we either have to fake it and make it look like night, or we've got to shoot them at night. So you can go right down the line. I got to switch these so all of these are the same font size because it's a little bit weird. So anyways, I just thought that was kind of cool to look and see. That's everything that it boils down to in the grand scheme of things. So I'll be playing with this. And of course, as I said, the good thing is if something changes within a scene, it's not going to change this. I don't see any scenes being reordered at this point. Obviously, if the dialogue changes, that's going to make a difference. That's not going to make a difference if someone decides to, if I decide that that person isn't needed in a scene, then I would take the X off there, or I'd add an X on if someone was added to it. But kind of cool, kind of boring. If you're super creative and you have no kind of interest in the mechanics of it, it's like, oh, well, that's not too exciting. But it's a great way to get a handle on how many days it's going to take to shoot. Obviously, interiors, exteriors, blah, blah, blah. So I thought that was worth an installment. And now I will leave you to it and go make a movie.